All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 32 of AAO Presents Behind the Lens. This episode is going to be a little bit different than the past ones, as this time I'm going to be previewing Piece Promotions VII War at the Wex. So next Saturday in Cadillac, Michigan, Piece Promotions has a great card in store with currently 14 scheduled bouts, 2 amateur titles on the line, 3 pro fights on the top of the card, including the main event where Lucas Do or Die Armand will defend his pro heavyweight gold against someone who's been around the block in all the big promotions, Braxton Smith. As always, I'm very excited for this card and to see some great fights, man. This will be the last card of the year for Piece Promotions, marking the end of the 2025 Crown Series. Currently, Stars and Strikes and Coon MMA are at the top of the leaderboard with 58 points apiece. Both have multiple fighters on the card, so it'll be interesting to see who takes the crown. So starting off the card, I'm going to go through here. There are 9 scheduled amateur bouts, including the return of Cody Worth, who won his debut on the last Piece Promotions VI. And then Ludus Martial Arts' own Logan Roca, who has been a Piece Promotions grown fighter, currently riding a 2-fight win streak, looking to keep that going. And also a highly anticipated matchup between Nick Moore of Coon MMA and Kaiwan Reese. You may ask why it's so highly anticipated. This is more personal to me. I've seen both of these guys fight. They're both true warriors. They both give it their all. They're both previous fight of the night fighters. So definitely excited to see that one. So after the amateurs, topping off the amateur fights, debuts, all that, we're going to be crowning the first Piece Promotions amateur heavyweight champion as Turkish fighter and Piece grown fighter Badir Ali Parlar looks to continue his 2-fight win streak into this championship matchup against Stars and Strikes Juicy J Henderson. Jay is coming off of a victory last month at Capital City Cage Fighting and looking to capture his first title as well. So this will obviously be a banger. All heavyweight ones typically are. Leading up to the next matchup, and my first guest on today's show, ERICK Redrum Reaves of Stars and Strikes will be defending his amateur welterweight title against Dmetrious Buck. Every victory of ERICK's 7-fight win streak have been by finish. And without further ado, let's get right into my interview with ERICK Redrum Reaves. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Behind the Lens, where I interview a new athlete that has been behind my lens each week. This week we have a returning guest. He is the #1 amateur welterweight in Michigan with a record of 7-0 with all finishes. He fights out of Stars and Strikes in Westland. Let me welcome to you, ERICK Redrum Reaves. What's up, Eric? How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. I'm excited. We're about 10 days out here for Piece Promotions VII War at the Wex. You are currently the amateur welterweight champion of that promotion, and you'll be defending your belt against Dmetrious Buck, man. Just about, like I said, just over a week out. So how's this camp been compared to the last ones, and what's the main focus in this fight?
Camp's pretty much been like every other one, just same stuff, different day. It's nothing new at this point. Nothing too crazy for this camp. Just focusing on making sure I make weight and let the business do, what it does.
Right, true that, man. I mean, you've stayed a perfect 7-0 as an amateur. What do you think really has been the key factor behind that consistency and success in the cage?
Relentlessness.
Yeah,
it's relentless. You just got to keep going for it. Being a wrestler, it's one of the few things that you can really grasp and go forward and don't stop. It's pretty much the basics of it. And 7 fights in 14 months, took a little break, so I'm ready to go back on another run, and I'm getting that itch again. So
yeah, man, I bet. Well, you'll be able to scratch that itch here in about 10 days as you defend your title against Dmetrious Buck. So what kind of fight are you expecting from him? I know he just had a fight recently with Cap City, I believe.
Yeah.
How do you feel see your styles matching up?
I see it kind of being more in my advantage, just me being probably more the natural aggressor. And yeah, I just, I feel like it's definitely a good fight for me. He's got decent striking, and so I'd like to maybe show off a little more of my technical side instead of, going out there and just slanging and banging.
Yeah, man. Show every aspect of your game. You're right around the corner from becoming a professional, man. So with that in mind, that professional debut on the horizon, how are you balancing the excitement of what's next and still focusing on the now and this title defense?
Just one step at a time. For a while, I kind of was, trying to keep looking ahead and keep looking ahead. But, after a little fall I had, I had a little time to recover. And, I've kind of learned to, I've had a very fast amateur career. So I'm okay with slowing down a little bit and focusing on each individual fight more, So I've really just been focused on this fight. I haven't really thought about who's next or what's next or when the next one's gonna be, Right now it's really just what's in front of me.
Right, true that. I mean, you definitely haven't taken that kind of damage inside the cage, and you technically still didn't, man. So
No, I haven't. No, I have
hey,
not.
so you got a celly plan for this one? What's your plan here, man? You gonna
Oh
get back
man.
up
Well,
there?
I got
Scratch
banned.
that PTSD off?
I got banned from hopping on the cage.
Oh, you're not allowed anymore, huh?
No, they told me don't do it again. Um, I'm I'm probably gonna do it again, but yeah,
Yeah. Hey, I mean, when the adrenaline's pumping, man,
yeah,
the crowd's cheering. It's just hard.
you
You know,
never
there's
know.
gonna be people sitting there ready to catch you, though, as soon as you go up there, if that's the case.
Yeah, if I do it again, if I do fall, I'm gonna try to fall on the inside. So
Yeah, that's a good call. Hey, you were trying to get back in, if I remember correctly.
I was
You
trying.
were on your way back in.
Yeah, I was on the way back in, and something happened. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but something happened.
Hey, it is what it is. It's a memory to have, and glad you're okay. So I know you just mentioned like you're focusing on the now, the present, each fight really coming at you. But I mean, we're here end of 2025, going into 2026. This is your 8th amateur fight. So what do you plan to do both short and long term? And as you transition here from amateur to pro?
Well, after this one, I'll probably do 2 more. Finish my amateur career at a nice 10-0. And then just turn pro from there and just do the same thing I did as an amateur. Just keep running it up until I get the big call.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. You're definitely an exciting fighter. All finishes is something to say. I mean, for sure, especially with 7 fights. So, how you plan to finish on this guy? You think?
Well, it's looking probably like the first 5. So
Okay,
I'll let you
okay.
figure out what happened there in the first 5. So
I didn't plan to ask that, but I figured I'd throw it in there.
yeah, all right. Well, if you know what happened in the first 5, you'll know what happened in this one.
True that, man. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we're just over a week out. Let everybody know that's watching where they can catch your fight and where they can follow you on Instagram.
You can follow me on Instagram at reaves.erick, and I believe they're streaming it on Millions.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And you can get the pay-per-view or tickets at twopiecepromotions.com. And yeah, don't be sure not to miss it. We got a night full of fights and a few championships. Erick's defending his belt. It's gonna be a great one. I appreciate you joining me, Erick.
Always a pleasure.
And I'll see you next weekend.
Yes, sir. I'll see you soon.
Peace out.
See you.
Thanks. Always great chopping it up with Erick as he's truly on a warpath, taking over the Michigan scene. Anytime he steps into the cage, man. And following his fight, there will be 3 pro MMA fights, starting off with Blake Monty versus John Croak. Monty is a Michigan native fighting out of Extreme Couture in Las Vegas. He's exactly 1 year following his pro debut, and he looks to go 2-0 against Croak, who will be searching for his first pro win. And in your co-main event of the evening, Conrad the Influence Laux returns to the 2-piece cage to take on Stars and Strikes fighter Brian Stekiel. I probably got that wrong, and I'm sorry, Brian, if that's the case. But Brian searches for his first pro win in this one in a matchup that Michigan's really been trying to make happen for over a year. I've seen this one on Tapology multiple times. Canceled. This time, we're going to make it happen. Okay? We're going to make it happen. Finally, leading into the main event of the evening and my final guest on today's episode, Lucas Do or Die Armand will be defending his gold and undefeated pro 4-0 record against the beautiful monster, Braxton Smith. So let's not waste any more time and jump right into my interview with the champ himself, Lucas Armand. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to AAO Presents Behind the Lens, where I interview a new guest each week about their past, present, and future endeavors in their sports. This week's no different. I have undefeated professional MMA fighter here with me, the Piece Promotions heavyweight champion that'll be defending his belt next Saturday at Piece Promotions VII, War at the Wex. This is Lucas Armand. What up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Dealing with some stuff at home, but it is what it is. I'm excited to get these fights going. We got just 10 days out here. We got a huge stacked card for Cadillac, man. How you feeling going into this one?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Camp's been good. We were struggling getting opponents, so I'm just happy that someone stepped up and I'm able to put on a show for people.
Yeah, man, same here, and really, really good opponent for you, man. This guy's been fought in the UFC, fought in the BKFC, fought dirty boxing, karate combat, all the names out there. He's either gotten knocked out or knocked out the guy he's fought. So, it's an exciting fight and good one for your resume. So, every camp really is kind of like an evolution, really, in your fighting. So, what's something that you've kind of worked on and added to your game that you're looking forward to showcase here in this one?
I'm just really trying to crisp up every aspect of my game. I don't want to be obviously like a one-trick pony or just proficient in one thing. So I always just try to be as well-rounded as possible. I try to polish up my striking, polish up my jiu-jitsu, my wrestling. No matter what stage you are in this fight game, there's always room for improvement. And so the key is just to constantly be learning. I'm never finished.
Yes, sir. You got to be a true mixed martial artist indeed, especially at the professional level. So, like I said in the intro, you're stepping up against Braxton Smith. He's 5-2 in MMA. He's a heavy hitter, and like I said, his fights always end in a knockout, whether he's getting knocked out or he's knocking his opponent out. So, how do you approach a challenge like that? And what kind of fight are you expecting here on November 22nd?
Yeah, gotta give Braxton his respect. You know what I mean? As you said before, he has one fight in the UFC, and it doesn't matter if you have one fight, 10 fights, or 100 fights in the UFC. If you make it up to that big stage, you gotta know that he's for real. But this is a natural evolution of my career. I started out here on the local circuit. I'm creeping up on 1 year as a pro here. This will be my 5th fight in a year's time. And I feel like each fight I've taken has taken me one step up in competition. So my last opponent fought for one championship. Makes sense that my next opponent is going to fight going to have a UFC record, and then hopefully I have a UFC record after that. But yeah, so my prediction for the fight. I go into every fight expecting it's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. You know what I mean? I've been branded as do or die Armand, you know what I mean? Because that's the mentality that I carry into every fight. I'm willing to die in there, you know what I mean? So I either do or I die. Simple as that, man.
Yes, sir. So you're 4-0 as a pro, like you mentioned. You fought all that this year. Heck, you got Juicy J Henderson fighting for a title under you here that you fought in. Oh, you still hear me?
Yep. I fought him as an amateur. It was my last amateur fight. I'm actually really excited to see Juicy J back in there. He's got my full support going in this fight. I hope to see him come out on top.
Yeah, man, he's out there fighting for his title. You're fighting to defend your pro titles. That's pretty cool, man. But so basically, so being 4-0 and continue to make a statement every fight, you're getting tougher opponents each time. So what do you want to show that MMA world in this title defense that they really haven't seen from you?
I just want to show them that I am for real. You know what I mean? That I deserve the status that I have earned throughout this year. You know, my record isn't a fluke. My record isn't uh, limited to a regional scene. Uh, I'm destined for a bigger stage, and I just plan on earning that. I'm earning that this next weekend.
Yeah, man, and making your way up in this sport. You're fighting here in front of a hometown crowd, defending your belt for. I mean, there might not be many more opportunities for you to do this. So how does that energy kind of fuel you fighting in front of that hometown local crowd?
I love it, man. I love being able to fight in front of all my people. You know, football coaches from back in high school, old teachers, old high school buddies. You know, uh, family friends. You know, people that haven't really ever seen me in this light are able to see me shine now. Because you know, like I brought up here before, but it wasn't all that long ago that I was, 400 pounds, drunk, fat dude, not doing nothing with my life. And, to be able to step out in the lights in front of all those people that saw me in that way to now see me this way is huge to me, man. It just means the world to me to be able to do that in front of my people.
Absolutely, man. And as a videographer, it's been amazing watching you come up and do your thing along the way, for sure. So I think I already know the answer to this one. But looking ahead to 2026, what's the vision for Lucas Armand? Are there any specific promotions or milestones as you continue to climb the pro ranks? I know you're currently the #1 pro heavyweight here in Michigan. What's your goals here coming up 2026?
UFC, man, you already know what it is, So I got to earn my spot one way or another. I see other people getting their shot with 3 pro fights under their belt, 4 pro fights under their belt. So, well, however many I need to get under my belt to make it there, I'm gonna make it there. One way or another, win, lose, or draw, I'm making it to that big stage, and you're gonna see me on TV.
Yes, sir. About time for Lucas Armand to get that Joe Rogan interview you've been asking for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what's up.
Hey, I can't wait to see it, man. So let everybody know that's watching where to follow you on social media and where they can see your fight.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm fighting November 22nd at Piece Promotions in Cadillac, Michigan, defending my belt. You can follow me in all fight news at Hafrican76. That's my Instagram handle. Follow the link in the bio. Get yourself up a hoodie. I'm wearing my own merch right now. Self promotion, shameless. And yeah, follow me, man. I appreciate all you.
Yes, sir. Definitely check out the fights next Saturday. You can find tickets or pay-per-view at twopiecepromotions.com. Support Lucas by using his name in the referred section. And definitely check out his merch. You got some sick merch, man. I don't know who's doing it, but the art, phenomenal. I need one of them shirts. I want a white one, but I know I'll ruin it, so I'm probably going to get a black one.
Hey, it's dry fit. It's hard to stand.
Hey, well, maybe I want the white one then. We'll see.
I'm thinking about you.
We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I appreciate you joining me today, and I will see you here next week. And yeah, man, that's all I got for you.
Thank you, brother. It was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Peace, man. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to grab your tickets and buy the pay-per-view at twopiecepromotions.com. And I hope to see you all there. Peace.